If you are wondering why Jetstar Asia suddenly decided to cease operations, watch on because it might affect you even if you haven't bought any flights from them. So, on 11 June 2025 morning, we were suddenly hit with a news that no one expected. Jetstar Asia is ceasing operations from 31st July. It's because its landlord has increased rent by 40% and costs are high. So in order to... wait, salah. Oh, not because landlord increasing rent. Sorry. I read so many of these stories that I thought companies can only close down because of so-called greedy landlords increasing rent. Sorry. Bye. It's because of rising supplier costs, high airport fees, and intensified competition in the region. Some of their supplier costs have increased by up to 200%. In addition, because it's based in Singapore, it's expensive as there are double-digit rise in airport fees and fuel, ground handling, and security charges. Oh, wait. So it's really about rent as well. And the landlord is with Singapore? I am the greedy landlord? Anyways, it's expected cause Changi Airport is the world's 4th busiest airport by international passengers. Jetstar Asia said they are expected to lose about 30 million Singapore dollars this financial year. Now, in case you didn't know, Qantas is an Australian airline and they own Jetstar, a budget airline in Australia. Jetstar Asia is kind of like the Singapore version of Jetstar, and despite its name, you can say that it's a Singapore company as it's headquartered here, although it's owned by Qantas and Westbrook Investments. Therefore, please don't be confused, as there are companies like Jetstar Airways or Jetstar Japan, which are different from Jetstar Asia. In other words, the impact of Jetstar Asia closing can be felt here in Singapore. This is why NTUC has stepped in, because this will affect 500 workers. According to Qantas Group, they will try to provide them with opportunities in roles across the Qantas Group and other airlines and partners in Singapore where possible. The union for the workers in Singapore, Singapore Manual and Mercantile Workers Union, said it was informed of the permanent closure of Jetstar Asia and has been working with the management. And as usual, they will help by providing job placement assistance, career advisory services, and financial aid where possible. And of course, NTUC will help as well and they'll be on site in Changi Airport from next week to assist. But I bet you're only asking this.
How will it affect me?
Well, for a start, if you have bought any Jetstar Asia flights after 31st July, you'll receive a full refund. Some customers may be offered seats on an alternate flight offered by Qantas' own airlines depending on what is available. If you have a Jetstar Asia voucher, they will contact you in August to arrange converting them into cash. But what if you have a flight from now until 31st July? Well, you will better be on standby. There might be changes to the schedule as they are closing down, and Jetstar Asia said they will reach out to you if there are any upcoming changes. I don't know about you, but if I'm holding on to a ticket now, I will feel like I'm looking at a hungry girlfriend. You won't know what will happen next. But how will it affect you if you didn't have any ticket? You see, for a start, demands for a flight will increase since the price has dropped all of a sudden. And what happens when there's an increased demand? Yeah, increased price. After all, we all know how dynamic flight prices are. You don't even need Jetstar Asia to close down for the flight prices to jump 30% in 10 minutes. If you're looking to advertise your business in this channel, we can help you. There are guaranteed views and many big brands have trusted us. Just click on the link in the description. A person interviewed by CNA said that his Singapore Phuket flight tickets for December were bought for $600 then. Now, if you were to rebook through Scoop, it will be over $800. The next thing that will happen is that some routes will be gone. Of course, soon, other airlines might fill up the gap, but before that happens, you can bet that prices will increase for flights to nearby places. So yes, this is bad news for everyone. And if you want to save as much as you can now, you might want to watch this video about the SG60 F&B deals currently ongoing in Singapore because they are 60 cents per billion. And thank you for spending almost 3 minutes with me. I really appreciate it and hope that you learned something.